Before you can create quality orders, several optional and required setup components must be completed. There are two parameters which can be found in the Inventory and Warehouse Management Parameters form. They're located on the Quality Management tab. The Use Quality Management checkbox enables quality management functionality and must be selected before any quality management features are available. Keep in mind that this checkbox is legal entity specific rather than system-wide. The Hourly Rate checkbox is located on the same form and is used for non-conformances. Let's take a look at the other setup components. The first one is Store Areas. Store areas are used to configure where the test will be performed in the warehouse. This is an optional setup. The next setup are Test Instruments. Test instruments are used to determine what equipment is needed to perform the test. This is also an optional setup. Tests are next. The test defines what action should the worker perform. This is a mandatory setup for using quality tests. Next are test variables. The test variables determine what type of information should be recorded for the test. This is required if option is selected on the test. Variable outcomes are linked to variables and are used to determine what options can be selected for the test results form. Next are item samplings. Item samplings determine how much inventory should be checked or tested. This is optional, but it's required if you want to use quality associations, which automate the quality management flow. Test groups are used to determine which tests should be performed together. And lastly are quality groups. Quality groups are used to determine which items or groups of items should be tested. Next, let's look at the flow for processing quality orders. You can see here on the screen that you can either manually or automatically create a quality order. We'll be reviewing each of these processes a little later on. Once a quality order is generated, you must record the test results. This is done on the lines of the quality order form. After the test results have been recorded, you can validate the quality order. When you validate, either the system will pass or fail the test. Depending on the settings when you validate the quality order, if it's passed, the quality order will be completed. If it fails, a quarantine order may be generated. In the next lesson, I'll show you how to set up each of these different components in AX.